Just a quick little update to my new phone. So I decided to finally upgrade my phone. My phone had previously been the Samsung S21, just the regular one, nothing special. And I'd had it for a few years. I mean, I think they're up to like the S24 now or something. So definitely a few years old, and it was time to get a new one. I had been satisfied with Samsung, but I was curious about something better. And I follow a YouTuber. I forget what his name is. I like Marquez Brownlee, I think he is. He's like a tech reviewer, and every year he does like blind photo tests. Like he'll snap photos with lots of different cameras, and he'll just put them up head to head, like a game kind of match, and he'll ask his viewers, the audience members, to vote in which photo is best. And surprisingly, like every year, the best photos are always like the Google Pixel phones. And it's a blind test, so, nobody knows what it is until it's revealed at the end. But so I was really impressed with like the photo quality. And I don't really do anything major with my phones, like just record short video clips sometimes and photos, just, for myself, for my personal use. I don't really post it anywhere. I don't really do social media that much. But yeah, so I've been intrigued by the Google Pixels like ever since the Pixel 7, I think. So I decided finally to get one. And I think later in the year they're coming out with like a Google Pixel 9 maybe. At least that's what I've heard. So I didn't want to wait around, and I decided to get this phone, which is the Google Pixel 8 Pro. So it has the bigger screen, and I didn't go for the extra memory. But this is what it looks like. And so far I'm really impressed with the camera quality. Nothing to show, but I just, just basic stuff because I only had it for a really short while so far. And there's a lot of stuff to adjust and get to know because the system's a little different. I mean, it's still an Android phone, but things like if you want to go to like the previous screen, if you want to go back, the Samsung has little buttons that you can tap at the bottom to bring you back to the previous screen or pull up the different windows you have minimized. But for this one, you have to like swipe left to go to a previous screen, and you have to there's this little bar at the bottom where you have to like tap, hold, and pull to bring up your other windows or apps that you have open. So a lot of different things to kind of like relearn or like learn for the first time basically and get used to. But so far, I mean, I'm picking it up, I think. Sometimes I have to Google stuff or, like find a little tutorial to figure out what to do. But for the most part, I mean, the stuff is the same. And I mean, I use mostly Google apps and Google things like, Gmail. So everything was easy to transfer over. And I mean, from Samsung to Android to the Google Pixel was easy. And I mean, all my accounts are still saved on Google. So I think, yeah. But this is just like an early progress report, an early like summary of what's in what I'm like feeling about the phone. Because, I feel like my YouTube channel so far is, well, I hope it helps someone, but also is mostly for me to like catalog and journal and kind of like keep track of what I like, and because I kind of forget sometimes. So it's a mental note to myself, like an actual like physical note to myself. But I bought this phone so on my own money, so not sponsored. Wish I could, Google would sponsor me, but no. So this one, I have a cover on it, like a clear case on it right now. But this is, so you can see the actual color of the phone. So this is the porcelain color. I think it came in like a blue, a black, but I feel like I like the cleanness of the cleanness of this porcelain color, which is like a creamy beige color. Should I take off the case? Yeah, maybe, so you can see. Case is a little tight because it's new, but. So this is what the phone looks like. It's just this matte cream color. It's called porcelain, has a little G for Google on it. I do have a lens protector on this part here, which I know, because that's why it looks a little smudgy, but otherwise it would be even more smudgy if I, because my hand kind of gets on it, I feel like, so I'm constantly wiping it off. But there's 1, 2, it looks like 3 cameras back here, 3 like lenses, the flashes, and one thing I don't like, so the Samsung was more intuitive, I feel like. It was more user-friendly. You can like unlock the phone with your fingerprint even when the screen was dark, but for some reason you have to like wait for it to light, for the Google, you have to wait for it to light up before, like, it takes a while. Like, you have to move it and it doesn't just like automatically unlock when you touch it. So that's a little annoying, but coming from the Samsung. But yeah, I feel like I will enjoy this phone. This already has a bigger screen and the resolution's better than the previous phone I had, so this is just the stock background scene. It's nothing special. I didn't download anything special. This came with the phone. And this is what I've been using, and yep. Really excited to get to know this phone, get to use it. Hope it lasts a long time. Oh, that by the way, that was one of the reasons why I went with this phone, because Google promises like 7 years of like updates, or like they'll keep servicing the phone for 7 years, whereas other ones, like other brands are like, oh sorry, we no longer support that phone. So at least for this phone, I know it's good for at least 7 years, but I'll probably switch it before then. But it's good knowing that I can have a phone that will be supported by the company for a long, long time. So this is what the phone looks like. Pretty slim, definitely a lot heavier than the phone I had previously, but like I said, that one was a little smaller. The screen size was a little smaller. And so far I'm enjoying the battery life too. I feel like this one, I don't need to charge as often as my previous phone, the Samsung S21. Oh, one other thing I should mention is that one of the reasons I decided to get that phone was because Google has a trade-in program, so they'll accept most phones, I think, as long as they're in good condition and if you factory reset them. So I sent my my Samsung S21 back, and like, something's better than nothing. I would have gotten a new phone regardless. So they quoted me $165 if I returned that phone, and it was like approved and in good condition. And I sent it back, and it was easy. They had a label for me to ship out with, including a box. And it took a few days, and they received it. And another few days after that, they inspected it, and then they got a email saying, oh, my return had been approved, and I would be getting a credit of $165 to the credit card I had on file. And if that didn't work, then I would get a store credit. But yeah, so I got a notification, and the money's getting put back into my credit card. So love that. So this one was about like $7.99, and there was like a discount, like a coupon. So probably around $500-ish is what I paid for this. Maybe 500, 600, something like that. So not bad for a Google Pixel 8 Pro. And if I love this, I'll probably trade this in and upgrade to the Google 9 when it comes out.